And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the Sparkling Tuna Cup number 94. Welcome back to the semifinals. We just wrapped up our first semis, our initial TVT, and Björn is waiting in the grand finals for the winner of this very series. Question is, who's going to make it through? Who's going to face off against him? As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of LA Lines, we have our German Protoss player. We have our red Protoss representing Sentinels. It is ShoWTimE. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Offside Esports. It is Krystianer. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Just like in the chat, coming into this ShoWTimE, he is dubbed the top 2 Protoss in all of Europa. He's a very, very strong player in his own right, one of the best players in the world. Likewise, Krystianer, he's been rising through the ranks amongst the European scene over the past couple of years. He is known as the Tuna, the big tuna, if you will. He's one of the most Sparkling Tunas in the history of Sparkling Tuna Cup, and we'll see how we can compare. I mean, I can see this going to the ace match, 100%. I can see this going all the way to game 3. I can see this going the distance, but the pressure is on for now. Do have our 2-gate opener out of Krystianer. Likewise, ShoWTimE going for a gate, Cyber expands. So economic opener, basically the max opener out of ShoWTimE. Krystianer going for something more aggressive and going for what looks to be a proxy robo. 1 base all in out of Krystianer. He did scout earlier. He did confirm the lack of extra gateway. He is aware of what's going on. So again, greedy build here by ShoWTimE, is being greedy. Now, following this, we should be seeing a Stargate, and from the Stargate, we can then start Void Ray production. But ShoWTimE is yet to really realize what's happening. No probe scout. No shot. 0 scouting out of ShoWTimE. Very greedy. He doesn't check at all as to what's going on, and is going to rely on a sentry scout. Meanwhile, the 1 base all in is upon us, and again, ShoWTimE has no idea. And I understand that he's known for being in the wall, he's known for his defensive play and defensive prowess, but he needs to know what's going on first. And here comes that hallucination. Here comes the Haluk. Probe is going to be chased down. There's that Stargate in the way. Hallucination, I believe, will... Oh my god, he does graze the edge, but he does not scout. The proxy is in the dark, is not aware what's going on, but he will get eyes on lack of pylons. Gets into the main base. He will confirm no expansion. No expansion. Likewise, he confirms only 2 pylons. He knows that there is a proxy. He knows that something is wrong. Something doesn't add up here. And he's getting ready. Shield batteries on the way. Behind this, there we go. Backup shield battery in the main. And he has to make a choice. Does he go straight Void Ray? Does he go Oracle first? Oh, that was... I was not expecting that. Phoenix opener out of ShoWTimE. Now, Phoenixes can be very versatile. They can, of course, focus down the Prism with their anti-air. They can also lift the Immortal. They can lift and crowd control the Immortal as well. So the Phoenix does have a lot of utility here, for sure. Speaking of, Phoenix will chase down the Prism. Meanwhile, there are no Stalkers, no anti-air, only Adepts. The Prism not long for this world. 0 anti-air here for Krystianer, and he will lose that Prism. Massive pickup. At the same time, Adepts, they are denied. They attempt to throw in the shade. This is just brutal here. Prism goes down. 0 Stalkers, only Adepts. Immortal comes in, but nothing shoots up. Nothing shoots up. So he takes down an Adept already. And the Prism and Krystianer, this is just falling on its face. Now making some Stalkers. Now can shoot up. That's after he lost the Prism already. Like, he's lost so much momentum. And the longer this goes on, the better it is for ShoWTimE. ShoWTimE is on 2 bases. Or he's getting up to a 2-base economy. Void Rays on the way. Void Rays on the way. More Stalkers are amassing. Backup Prism is out. And despite the fact that this has been heavily delayed, can Krystianer still pull this off? Can he still break through? As this is going to be up against 1 Void Ray. He's got 4 shield batteries on low ground. That's a lot of shield batteries. Again, that's a lot of batteries. Immortal does juggle over. Nice control, saves the Adepts, but we'll lose a Stalker. He's forced back. Okay, that was one Stalker and one Adept falling. Does try to step in. Prismatic alignment does run out. And with the help of the Immortal, he does focus on one of the Stalkers. But he cannot break through again through 4 shield batteries. He just cannot. Too many shield batteries. He's got a 5th shield battery on the way. A 6th one. Jesus. getting up to 6 shield batteries. Yeah, he's just walling up. Does focus on the Stalkers, and GG gets called. ShoWTimE, he defends, he shuts down the all-in, and ShoWTimE takes game number 1. Whew, GG. GG, well played. A risky move out of ShoWTimE to blindly go for a Phoenix opener. Winding it back, if you remember, ShoWTimE, he didn't scout exactly what kind of all-in it was. He moved out and he did see that the pylons were missing, that is true, but he didn't see anything else. So to go for the initial Phoenix was a bold move, which did pay off. If he was up against something like 3 or 4 gate mass Stalker, then he would have been in trouble. If there was any more anti-air, then he would have been in danger. Alas, it was Prism first into Adepts, and ShoWTimE shut it down. So very fortunate there for ShoWTimE. I have to wonder if maybe Krystianer's fond of this build and ShoWTimE is aware of that, so he just blindly attempted to counter it. Regardless, did shut it down. GG. GG, well played, and with that, that leads us into game number 2. Leads us into Tokamak, one of the larger maps in the map pool. And we'll see if we go for the same opener. As spawning in the right-hand corner of Tokamak, we have the German Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Sentinels, leading the series 1-0. It is ShoWTimE. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the Polish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Offside Esports. It is Krystianer. We go. So we do open up. And I wouldn't be opposed to ShoWTimE going for the same opener, going for a Gate, Cyber Expand, especially on Tokamak. But it does feel very risky not to probe scout. It does feel risky. Krystianer does rush across the map. Behind this, going for the second gateway. There we go, 2-gate opener out of Krystianer, 2-gate opener out of ShoWTimE. Okay, after a crazy game 1, we're calming things down here in game 2. Standard openers and even a probe scout out of ShoWTimE. So everything's looking a little more normal this time. And now Krystianer, he'll be less willing to go for an all-in. Less willing. Pokes in. Oh, speaking of proxy, hello. ShoWTimE is setting up here in a prime location for a proxy Stargate. Okay. Island is thrown down. I mean, again, this is going to be short rush distance by air. The Stargate would make the most sense. Meanwhile, Krystianer does scout, does confirm the pylon is missing. The pylon is nowhere to be found. Something is wrong. So Krystianer, he's aware. So where? Does set up a spotter pylon. Opening up Stalker Sentry. No setup in the main yet. There goes that hallucination. Does hallucinate. Oracle's soon going to be on the way. Krystianer's still not quite ready for it. As he will confirm the expansion. Yep, there's the Nexus. So he knows that there's no crazy all-in, but if there's a proxy pylon, I mean, in his mind, he must be thinking either a fake proxy pylon or Stargate into Oracle. No shield battery. No safe shield battery here in the main. He is exposed. Does have his army in position, okay. Adepts causes a distraction. Oracle's going in. Hallucination will confirm. And Krystianer is ready. He does keep up. He is ready. Sends away the Oracle. So far, so good. Likewise, Blink is on the way. And as it stands here, Krystianer, he's in a better position, right? He's getting into Blink. It's already in production. Natural's being taken, I mean, for both players. Has sustained no damage, but now we're up to 2 Oracles. Now he can one-shot. 2 Oracles, they one-shot probes. Krystianer, ShoWTimE, he can threaten. Commits to the shade, he gets 1, he gets 2. Getting to 3, 4, 5 probe kills. Oh my god. Oracles, they do race back. Not a bad trade. Losing 2 deaths for 5 probes. Say a better trade for ShoWTimE. And what's important, the Oracle survived, and they haven't taken any hull damage, so they can always go back in. They can go back in. Both players taking up into Blink. Gateways are on the way. Of course, Blink is going to be faster for Krystianer. That is his advantage. And we'll see if we make use of it. As the Oracle's looking for another way in. Looking for a way in. We can see Krystianer trying to pin down those Oracles. So far, unable to. Does rush into his 3rd. Okay. Before we even take any extra gases, just rushing to the 3rd. You have my attention. ShoWTimE not too far behind. As he does scouts. Does scout, does respond. Likewise taking his gases. And from here we can take up. Take up in towards charge, forge, +1. ShoWTimE is pushing. Okay. He wants that 3rd. Stalker count slightly in favor of Krystianer. But ideally, ShoWTimE wants to bait the army into the stasis. Oh. Spoke in. Gets a probe. Does get a worker. Warping in more Stalkers. Double Oracle towards the Natural. The Natural base is exposed. Uh-oh. Krystianer, he's not ready for this. He's not ready. Oof. And we'll lose 3, 4, 5 probes. Oh. Does commit. 1 Oracle finally goes down. One Oracle falls. Krystianer's taking a lot of losses though. Still taking a lot of hits. ShoWTimE taking up. We have +1 on the way for both players. A charge on the way for ShoWTimE. Krystianer, he has yet to begin charge. We're now just sticking with a mass gateway, mass Stalker composition. Still quite tense. ShoWTimE is working on a more efficient army. Again, Zelsa do a great job tanking Stalker shots and also closing that distance. They do a great job supporting the main army. Once again, ShoWTimE just poking in. Doesn't commit. Still just pure Stalker out of Krystianer. I mean, this can still work. But it doesn't scale amazingly, especially as a player goes into charge dots, immortals, to Archons as well. Catching out the Adepts. You can see ShoWTimE still trying to bait him in. It's like, oh no, chase me, chase me. Oh, speaking of, does me forward. A better engagement from ShoWTimE. From here, does pull back. Krystianer, does he notice? Oh, does wing pass. It does wing pass. Takes out the Observer. Krystianer, he does bait at the stasis. Baits out 1. He did see it with the Observer. How about charges have arrived? No, no, he does take a stasis to the face. Brutal connection. Yeah, just so many stasis traps. They were scattered about. Oh, speaking of, another one goes off. Ah, no. And ShoWTimE can collapse in. Stasis does run out. Zelsey coming for the surround, and GG gets called. ShoWTimE, he catches out the main army. ShoWTimE, he'll take the series 2-0, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. GG, well played. Again, Krystianer, he was holding his own for the most part, able to get his faster third base, had a comparable economy, but again, he was stuck on purely Stalker. He was outscaled over time, and as we saw, the stasis traps were brutal. They barely did connect towards the end, and with that, ShoWTimE just picked the army apart. GG. GG, well played. Again, this is a part of PvP that is a little bit newer in the modern era of StarCraft. With the change to the NG overcharge, oracles are now more effective. They're a little bit more useful. They're more versatile, and these minefields of stasis traps are more common nowadays as well in PvP with those target openers. Can be difficult to deal with. And congratulations here. ShoWTimE will take the series, and now we have our grand final. It's going to be a best of 5 between ShoWTimE and Beyond. Let's go. Getting ready for this finals.